All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thanks everyone for your patience, and thanks everyone for joining today's PAVE Connect session with Skookum. I first want to thank Ashley Mattoon from Skookum for joining us today and agreeing to be part of PAVE Connect and being on the session. So Skookum is proud to be a contractor of choice for our government and commercial customers. They deliver superior customer service and go the extra mile to create jobs for their employees that are proud to hold. It's a true opportunity, isn't just a job, it's a career to be proud of. And so I want to just include something. I asked Ashley, I sent her a few questions a couple of days ago to see, I wanted to better understand myself why they're a great employer for veterans and specifically veterans with disabilities. And I think her answer really sums it up great. So she says, because Skookum is mostly located on military bases, veterans find it comforting and fulfilling to be back with their comrades. It truly makes them feel like they are at home. We also offer great benefits, career options, and growth opportunities. So I think that's just some of the stuff that you're going to hear from Ashley today. But before I turn it over, I'm just going to ask everyone to make sure that you mute yourself so that everyone can hear. And then also, if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat, or at the end, we'll open it up and you can unmute yourself and we can have a nice conversation. So with that, Ashley, thanks again, and I'll hand it over to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dominic. So I'm super excited to be here. My name's Ashley. I'm a recruiter with Skookum Contract Services, and I've been with them just over a year now. It's awesome to see how far I've been able to kind of take my career and kind of grow and kind of own it. And truly my passion is to find the perfect career for you. When you're working with me, I want to make sure that you are a perfect fit for our site managers as well as Skookum and in the perfect role for you. So that's truly my goal. And it's just a great organization to work with. We offer a lot of growth and that kind of thing. So the photos that you're going to see in the PowerPoint are actual photos that we've taken out on our sites. And I do want to thank Paralyzed Veterans of America for having us on this PAVE Connect. We are super excited to be partnering with you guys. So with that said, let's get started here. Maybe. There we go. So our mission at Skookum is to create opportunities for people with disabilities. That includes disabled veterans, and just general people with disabilities. And we truly live up to that mission. So it's awesome to see the different career pathways that you can take when you've gone to other employers and they've said, because you have a disability, we don't have an option for you. And so I truly, truly, truly love that we give options to people with disabilities to grow into really a broad range of careers here. So a little bit about our history. So we were founded by Jim Westall, and he was actually a developmental disabilities teacher. And this happened in 1988. He was working for Jefferson County School District in Port Townsend, Washington. And he created a jump rope company to give students something after school versus not having anything once they graduated high school. And so he created the jump rope company, and today we now have, what we have. So he truly has a passion for guiding people with disabilities to have a career and to have a good, stable income and to grow. It's going just a little bit slow here, sorry. So a lot of people ask us what Skookum means. So Skookum is actually a Chinook word meaning strong or well-made, uniquely put together, and a person with integrity. So we demonstrate this throughout our company in the way we treat each other, in our quality, and the quality we provide our customers. And then I just wanted to kind of show you guys our core values. This is something that you'll see at any of our sites. We have our core values up on the wall throughout our home office, at our different sites out in the different states. We truly, truly live by these. We do believe in partnerships that create long-term relationships with our customers. We value the diversity each one of us brings to the team. We ultimately have the integrity to do what is right. We are truly passionate about quality, and we have a commitment to our employees, customers, and fellow team. Truly, truly, truly great core values. And if you were to watch any videos that we have, or if you were to talk to any of our employees, they'll state these core values in what they see every day. So Skookum today. So from that tiny little jump rope company, we are now at 1,325 employees nationwide. These numbers were June 8th. That was the most recent ones that I got pulled here. We are a nonprofit, as Dominic said, and we do provide services primarily through the Ability One program. So that's how we obtain the majority of our contracts, is through Ability One. We are a quality service provider in facilities management and logistics, and we also have some driven performance in aerospace manufacturing. Our customers, when we talk throughout the PowerPoint and when we say our customers, that's going to be the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Department of Energy, and our commercial contracts. So for example, we're up at Whidbey Island here in Washington, and that's a Navy base. So our customer is the Navy base. So as Dominic stated, we are veteran focused. As of right now, we have 426 veterans out of our 1,325 employees that are currently employed with Skookum. Of that, we have 285 veterans with disabilities, 74 combat disabled veterans, 25 Bronze Star recipients, and 6 Purple Heart recipients. This is super awesome to see this number grow. And just since I've been with Skookum in the last year, it's grown tremendously. So would love to have more veterans on board and get these numbers to grow even more. I did want to show you guys a little video to kind of sum up everything. So let me see if I can do this here. Just let me know if you guys don't see this.
Well, it's human nature. If you're different, people look and you're different. Sometimes it's from birth and sometimes it's from an accident. I was hit by a drunk driver and I lost my left leg.
PTSD is, for some of us, a living nightmare.
8 years ago, my close friend shot me 4 times, including the face.
I felt like people were seeing me as a person in a wheelchair.
Interview after interview, people couldn't see past my appearance.
Getting back into the workforce, I had to be a civilian again.
I put myself out there and that's where I met Skookum.
Skookum is a contract service company. Our job postings actually say preference for people with disabilities.
I saw on the ad it said people with disabilities are encouraged to apply. Who hires people with disabilities? Like nobody would hire me.
Skookum was looking for me.
Too often, I think people with disabilities aren't given that basic opportunity to give back to society.
Finding the right match of what the job and tasks are to meet someone's skills and abilities, that's the magic here.
Think about the engagement you get in a workforce when you can help people realize their dreams.
That smell of diesel, that world I left, and it was almost like coming home again.
What makes us unique isn't what we do, it's how we do it. We manage 50 million square feet of facilities.
We do things from laundry for a local hospital, janitorial and grounds maintenance on military installations. We compete for contracts. They're not handed to us.
We needed great stakeholder trade partners who really understand what we do and invest in us. And Bank of America certainly has done that over the years.
Once I started working, I got my self-esteem back and I got my personality back.
I wake up every day, put on my leg, I go do my thing.
I'm elated that I have this amazing team around me that trusts me.
All of the people that we employ at Skookum, they're the ones doing the hard work and making that happen for themselves. We're just opening that door for them. The individual who feels empowered from being successful in a job, it ripples to the community, it ripples within their family life, it ripples within every aspect of our society.
I think I have the power to do anything. I said to the nurses, if you make me better and you get me through this, I'll make something good for my life. And I did.
Sorry, Dominic, I just saw your message. Did everybody get to see the video?
Yeah, everyone could see the video. It was a little slow, but I think if you put the link into the chat box, then people can watch it again later too.
Perfect, awesome. And then also, Dominic, sorry, I'm trying to get this to share here. Dominic posted our veteran video. If you guys have a chance to watch that, that's also a great video. For some reason, it's not letting me.
I can post them. Actually, I'll find it online and post it for you.
Perfect.
Yeah, no problem.
I lost my screen share here. As I was telling them earlier, I am a little bit new to Zoom here. There we go. Okay. So just a little bit about the video. So if you notice, they mentioned Bank of America in the video. Bank of America actually approached us on doing the video with them, and it was an actual video that they put out there. And I just think it's awesome to summarize kind of what we do and the difference that we see with people in the world. And so it's just a great opportunity to know Skookum better. So I encourage you, we have other videos too, if you go on our Vimeo there, to look at our videos and just see if it's really the right fit for you. Okay, and we're stuck. Sorry. My computer completely froze up here. Sorry, guys.
No worries, it happens. We understand.
It just is not doing anything here. Okay, can you guys see now?
Yep.
Perfect. So how you find our jobs is if you go to our website, it's www.skookum.org/employment. I'm going to go over just kind of what that looks like and everything here. So this is our employment page. What you'll see here is there's current openings and at Skookum Contract Services and current openings at Skookum Aerospace. So we kind of separate the two because they're a little bit different. So you can find the different openings under what you're looking for. And then this is what it's going to look like if you were to go to just the current Skookum openings. So up at the top right, there's a sign in or search for jobs or the employment home. You can narrow down your search if you're looking for a certain location, or say you're looking for temporary or part-time, so you can narrow that there on the left-hand side. And then I kind of wanted to go through here just the different jobs that we actually have open right now, and kind of tell you what areas we have. Since we're across 12 states, we have such a wide variety of jobs that it'll be good for you guys to kind of see that, and then I'll explain what locations we have. So in Washington, we have Joint Base Lewis McChord, which is Lake Tacoma area. And they have fleet jobs, central issuance facility, janitorial, fire hydrant, and sanitation. Some of their positions are posted right there. And then we also have Naval Air Station Whidbey Island. That's up towards Oak Harbor area. And then we also have Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, Naval Base Kitsap, Bangor, and Bremerton. We also staff the Naval Hospital in Bremerton, and then we still have our main, very first building in Port Townsend. We've actually turned into a laundry facility up there. And then Yakima Training Center and Jefferson County Recycling Services. So we do have a lot of contracts and different opportunities here in Washington, as well as some of our other states. And then on the right-hand side is our aerospace jobs. So most of the aerospace is right there in Kent, Washington, and they have a few postings, as you can see right there. And then next we have, I kind of went west to east here. We have jobs in New Mexico. We're at White Sands Missile Range. And then in Texas, we have the Fort Hood Central Issuance Facility. And then Kansas, we have 3 different contracts in Kansas. We have a total facilities maintenance, government vehicles, and grounds contracts. Currently, we have openings at the total facilities maintenance and grounds contracts. And then in Tennessee, we have Department of Energy, and that is in Oak Ridge. Pennsylvania, it is Ridley Park, and that is at Boeing there in Pennsylvania. And then Maryland, we have a couple of sites, Curtis Bay at the U.S. Coast Guard, and then Fort Meade, the Logistics Readiness Center, and then the National Institute of Health, that comes up as Poolsville on here. So the Poolsville actually doesn't have openings, but I just wanted to list them because we do have them from every now and again. And then we have a lot in DC. So we are hoping to be awarded a contract in DC. So we have some postings to kind of head that up a little bit here. And then Virginia, we have a few different contracts. We have Joint Base Langley Eustis, it's supply and services contract. And then we have Yorktown, the U.S. Coast Guard Training Center. That's total facilities maintenance. Currently, they're looking for a carpenter there. And then we have Fort Lee. So you can see 3 openings there in Virginia. And then North Carolina, we have Camp Lejeune. They are a new contract, our newest contract at Skookum. So they have 1 opening there. And then just a couple of the other sites we haven't mentioned. So we also have Department of Energy in Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, and then the Naval Surface Warfare in Bayview, Idaho, and then Navy Operational Support Center in Helena, Montana. They're a little bit smaller contracts, but we do have openings now and again for those sites. So just some kind of tips and tricks if you are applying with Skookum. We do appreciate if you fill out your job history and your duties. We encourage you to proofread your application. If you can, put a resume on there. That's super awesome. The hiring managers appreciate that. They also appreciate cover letters. They're not required, but that's another thing that you could do to kind of put on your application and profile. If you can fill out the, or provide good contact information, sorry, for some reason I have fill out job history twice there. So provide good contact information. We will email you as well as call you. So making sure that those are up to date are the best things you could do. And then check your email. Sometimes emails will go to spam, so always check there too. And then just remember that we give preference to veterans and people with disabilities and veterans with disabilities. And then I wanted you to meet our team. So we are a little bit spread out and we kind of cover multiple areas. So the best way to contact us, I will get you here in just a minute. So I'm Ashley, and then we also have Bo, Leslie, Kenyatta, and Carolyn. We all cover different contracts. Myself and Leslie are at the home office. Bo is also at the home office, but he mostly is at JBLM up in the Tacoma area. And then Kenyatta is actually on the East Coast in Maryland, I believe. And then Carolyn, she covers only aerospace up in Kent. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea. But again, Bo also has contracts in Virginia, and we kind of are a little bit spread out on what areas we cover. So the best way to contact us would be calling our main number. Once you call that number, you can let them know what area you're looking at, what kind of questions you have, and they will always direct you to the right recruiter. That is a photo of our home office here in Washington. And then you can always follow us on Facebook or go onto our employment website with any of those questions. We do answer those emails from the website as well. And then I just wanted to give an opportunity for any questions or anything like that.
Thanks, Ashley. There's a question in the chat box, and I can read them off if that's easy. The first one is from Michael. It just says, how long are your contracts for? And if I was to get a job with you, is there a guaranteed length of time for it?
So the cool thing about Skookum is usually when we gain a contract, we won't lose it. And so the typical length of a contract is 5 years. However, since I've been with Skookum, we haven't lost any contracts. They usually just, renew them with any new terms or anything like that.
Another question just came in. Do you only post for jobs that you have contracts for?
Yes. So the job postings that I had shown are all for the contracts that we currently have.
And this is just a question actually for me. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about like a day-to-day work in some of these jobs.
Yeah. So I kind of got to watch Yorktown start up at the U.S. Coast Guard Training Center. So a normal day would be coming in and I watched the crew kind of before shift get together and visit and joke around. And then they would have a meeting on, what was expected for the day as a group. And then they would separate. And of course, due to COVID right now, that looks a little bit differently because we can't be in big groups like that. So they kind of broke down into smaller groups. And then you go out and you kind of do your work for the day, and then you can always come back to the office for lunch and those sorts of things. But usually starts with a good team meeting, and then everybody breaks up for the day to do their own tasks. And they, if they're assigned an iPad, say they're a general maintenance worker and they're working on tickets, they'll take their iPad and go out and do the duties for the day.
Thanks. There's also a question. Do you guys have any positions currently in California, or are there work from home opportunities?
So we actually, COVID kind of made us start working from home in a lot of our opportunities. So as of right now, we don't offer full positions that work from home. And then we don't currently have any contracts in California. But please keep a lookout because those things might change. We've seen a little bit of a shift on some positions that we've been able to work from home a little bit easier with the whole COVID situation.
Okay, here's another question.
The DD 214.
Mm-hmm.
So for veteran status, when you apply, if it's for veteran status, we're not going to require the DD 214. If you are a disabled veteran, what we're going to require from you is a full decision rating from the VA. It's usually a lengthy packet that you would receive when you get your disability rating, and that is what we use to qualify you for the Ability One program.
Are there any other states that you guys are looking to get contracts in, or are just the states that you currently have?
So not that I'm aware of, just the states that I listed in the PowerPoint. Do we currently have contracts, or we are for DC, we're currently pursuing, hopefully getting awarded that. So other than that, those are the only states that we cover right now.
I have a question. So if the job description, if we match, or if a client or veteran matches with all the requirements, but let's say they're not able to lift 50 pounds, or are you guys able to make accommodations for that?
Yes. So when you get your job offer letter and your job description, those are things that you would list on your job description that you need accommodations. And then we have a vocational team that actually supports people with disabilities in getting those accommodations and making sure that they're able to do the job, safely and the way that they can allow. And then how long does it take to get a job? That's going to depend on the location. There's a background check process as well as getting a driving record. So dependent on the location, some require you to have your badging in place before you start, and some don't. So if you have a particular site or job in mind, we'd be more than happy to look that up or discuss that with you, Michael.
What are some of the other benefits? I know that when I've talked to you in the past, sometimes as far as like 401k, or what type of other benefits are offered for full-time employment?
So out at our sites, it varies based on the site, but we have what's called H&W, which is health and welfare. That is sometimes in the contract, and those funds say one contract is $4.22 an hour. Those funds would go into your benefits if you're full-time, and then anything extra would go into your 401k. If you have benefits, say you are a disabled veteran that has your benefits, then that money would go straight into a 401k for you. Some of the other things that we offer is tuition assistance. We also have scholarships, and then we have a career pathways specialist. So we're really trying to help people grow in their careers. If you're a full-time employee, of course, health, dental, vision, and we also have an EAP program. That's employee assistance for all employees. Yes, Lauren. So we do base our salaries and wages on the Service Contract Act, but we don't always pay the minimum that requires. Sometimes we pay higher for certain positions in different locations.